Sputnik, Werner von Braun briefed the head of the National Advisory Committee on Aeronautics. He presented the two best options for going to the moon.
Well, there are two methods. The first method we call direct ascent. You build an enormous rocket, put a capsule on top, boom, you go straight to the moon. The other method we call Earth orbit rendezvous. Instead of using one huge rocket, we perform several launches with somewhat smaller rockets, each carrying a component of the spacecraft. We put the pieces together in orbit, and off we go.
And these two methods, these are the only ways of getting to the moon?
Yes.
Actually, there were other ideas.
So we started thinking, what can we do right now? And then it hit us.
The moon! You rendezvous on the surface of the moon.
The problem isn't getting a man to the moon.
That's easy.
It's not easy.
Relatively easy.
Pretty easy. The problem is getting him back.
So we say,
You send up some ships to the moon with all the extra fuel and supplies you need to get back. That way, when the astronauts arrive, everything they need to get home is already there.
we put a man on the moon as soon as possible.
Just get him there.
We can keep sending him supply ships.
Until we figure a way to get him back.
Well, that's... No, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm sorry, but there is no way on God's green earth we would ever do anything like that. I'm sorry.
It looked like either Earth orbit rendezvous or direct ascent would be the way to go.
And either way we go, the spacecraft that lands on the moon is going to look like that.
Yes, just like that.
No. Doesn't have to look like this at all.
At Chancevot Industries in Texas, an engineer named Tom Dolan hit upon an interesting idea.
You ever hear of a Russian rocket guy named Yuri Kondratyuk? Back in 1916, he realized something that we seem to have forgotten today. Getting to the moon is going to be all about weight. Look at the size of this thing. It's got to be 60, 70 feet tall, a couple of 100 tons at least. Do you really need to take all that to the surface? No. Well, Kondratyuk wondered, what I wonder is, what if you took along a smaller vehicle, lightweight, that you just used to land? Something like this.
But Tom, you could never re-enter the Earth atmosphere in that.
I know. You come back on the spacecraft you took from Earth.
But that means you'd have to have a rendezvous between the two of them in lunar orbit.
Exactly. Von Braun calls his method Earth orbit rendezvous. I call this lunar orbit rendezvous.
Tom, we don't even know if rendezvous is possible in Earth orbit. And you want to do it around the moon? But wouldn't that be kind of dangerous?
I don't know. Would it?